Hi everyone, we are back for another video, and this time we are driving Zandvoort in the BTCC car, the Infinity car, 2021 version. I learned the hard way. I just recorded one in 2022, but it's slower. Make sure to take the 2021 version. We're driving base fuel on mediums, and we're gonna see if we can do a lap around here. This is on the 2021 version of Zandvoort, and this track looks really cool, I think. I've turned the graphics up a bit for this week's track guide, and I think this really looks amazing. Immersive. I've been here for F1 for the last 2 years, and this really makes it feel like you're at the F1 track. It doesn't have the F1 branding, but everything else is so cool. All the buildings look exactly alike. And I have to start finish here, and we're gonna be looking for the 100 marker for turn 1. Like just before that, try to not lock up the tires. Got the side. Slide the lock. Get the car up on the curve on the left. Side here. And all the way wide. Turn 3. Get the car slingshot out of there. I really want to use the high line in turn 3, because the higher up you go, the more banking you have. Got up the escape lock here. Escape lock, down 1 gear, try to get the car to turn in. Careful of slides on the exit. Out to the left here. Close to the inside curve without hitting it. Slowly pick it towards the inside here, again careful of lockups. Don't have to run all the way wide here. Speed up here, we don't have to run all the way to the inside as long as we can speed up. Get to the chicane. Section here to the grandstands is really cool too. Use the curve on the left as brake marker, just about missed the first big curve on the inside chicane. Last corner, 4th gear, we want to really fire the car out of here. Focus on getting a good exit. Right up to the line. Keep it lower in the last corner as well. In that extra 100 or so. Right up to the line, and then we'll be doing a 1:39.9. And that's on mediums for the race. I think you're gonna have to be careful with the tires a bit. We're quite pushing that lap. But let's have a look how that lap looked like from the outside cam. So here we are at the start of the lap. Again, the way the pit building here looks like, everything around the track, the ambience is really cool, I think. I think they've done a really good job making this track an rFactor. The grandstand here on the left, they got rid of a whole dune on the left here to make this one, and now for track days, for example, because the dune is gone, there's the sea is like a couple 100 meters to the left, there's huge gusts of wind to the turn 1. Luckily we don't have to deal with that in the game. Let's have a look like how it looks in the game. We're looking for the 100 marker to brake. Really easy to lock the right side tires here, because the track starts falling away a bit towards the right, so make sure to not overcook it into turn 1. Try to get a lot of speed into turn 1, but again, really easy to lock the inside. Get towards the inside, and then really try to get a good exit out of here. You can use the curb on the left as well. And we want to run to the left side here. We want to use as much of this curve as we can to open up turn 2. Turn 2, again, turn 2 is not the most important corner, but it's important to have a good entry onto turn 3, the bank corner. So we want to exit no further than like the middle of the track here. If you're too far to the left here, you're going to sacrifice turn 3 too much. You want to stay all the way to the right, but keep it around the middle. Then turn 3, the bank corner, and the further you go to the outside, the steeper the banking is. In real life, they've got like 4 lanes here, and there's like quite an edge between it. The game gradually keeps going up. That still means that we want to use the outside line here, especially in these BTCC cars that have a bit lower power to the grip ratio. That means that we want to keep the speed up as much as we can. Also, like if you're racing people, if you want to leave the inside open, there's not really an opportunity to overtake here, because you're just going to have so much more speed coming out of the corner from the high side that it's fine leaving the inside open and focusing on that exit. If you try to defend the inside, someone behind you will try to get the run on you and get past before escape lock, which is the next corner. Can make it to the outside here. Sparks flying off the car. You get the car rotated and really slam the throttle early here to really get a good run up this hill here. Quite steep this hill. Use the curb on the right side. As much speed as we can on the run to scale block. Then scale block will go up from the onboard here. It's a really tricky corner because we're gonna have to spot our turning point, and the turning point is just after this crest. It's just before the road, the access road on the left here, but you can't really see this until it's too late. If you're spotting for this access road still here, then you're not looking far enough ahead. So you want to make sure that you bring it over to the right, start spotting the apex, which you can't really see, so it's a blind apex. Get the car over towards the right before you already see this access road. But this access road is where I start to turn in as a reference later on if you want to see where you're turning in is good or not. Down one gear, bring it to the inside, and there's a lot of load on the outside tires here. That's going to wear your tires down a lot and lose you a lot of grip if you overload the tires on the outside here. Meaning that taking it a bit careful here, maybe waiting a bit longer, going on full throttle, maybe making sure that the car doesn't slide here will really improve your stint pace. Get to the outside, again we can use the outside curve a bit here. Try to open up the next right-hander as much as you can. Try to make it towards that line on the left here. Start turning in, open up this right-hander, and then you'll see first of the sausage curbs. You want to miss this sausage curb, but get as close to that as we possibly dare. Try to be as close to this sausage curb as you can without hitting it. If you hit it, it upsets the car too much. Make your way to the outside. This curb here we don't want to use too much. You can put a tire or two on there, but it starts to pull you in. And it's a continuous curve that we got here. So if it starts to pull you in, you're not going to be able to prepare for the next right-hander enough. So you can put two tires slightly on there as long as you can get off quickly enough. If you're too much on this, it starts to pull you towards the glass. Then this one's really tricky again because we're turning and braking at the same time. So you have to turn, you have to brake really early, otherwise you can't get the car stopped. Really careful on the brake pedal here. Get the car towards the inside. Keep the speed up here. Don't have to worry too much about the exit because it combines immediately into another left-hander. And we don't have to run all the way wide here. The railroad that I've loaded for single player doesn't go all the way to the outside. That means the rubber where the grip on the track is. I'm not sure exactly what they'll use on LFM. If there's rubber all the way to the outside, you might want to use it. For me, the way this rubber is, if they use the same, you don't have to go all the way to the outside. Just try to keep the speed up in the next left-hander. Focus on the exit. We got quite a long run there. Maybe another overtaking opportunity as well. That means that you don't have to go towards the inside curb here and just wait at the curb to make sure that you feel like you hit an apex. Better to keep the speed up and slightly miss the apex than getting towards the apex and being too slow doing so. Quite tricky to exactly hit the apex here. But as you can see here, I'm never really at the curb, but I try to keep the speed up. Throttle early. Use the outside curb here again. When we get to the chicane, medium section here. And we're gonna look for this curb on the left here, and we're gonna use the start of this curb as a brake marker. I'll brake just before that. And at the same time, we want to brake in a straight line. If we're braking in a straight line, we don't have to turn. If we don't have to turn, we can brake harder without locking the tires. That means that if you look at the brake zone here, it's got a curve in it. We want to avoid doing that curve. So what I try to do is come in slightly from the right side, not quite hugging the line, and then when I'm braking in a straight line on the left here. Again, that means that I can brake just a bit harder without locking up. To the inside here, I did have a big lock up here, but tire this inside front locks up a bit, so that's an unloaded tire. Doesn't cost you too much time, but it will cost you a bit of time over a long run if you do this in the race too much. Get the tire, the camera back, get towards the inside curb. Big orange sausage curb here. Try to be as close to that as you can. Bring it over to the left. Try to fire your car out of the corner, meaning get the rotation in early. Throttle early. Carry speed out of the corner. And then last corner. Again, this corner is all about the exit. So you want to go in kind of slow. brake between the 50 and where the curb starts, down 1 gear to 4th gear, get the car rotated in, get the car pointed towards the exit, and then bam, slam the throttle. Get here, get the car to rotate in, and then slam the throttle and hope the car will rotate. If you loaded the front tires properly on entry, get the car pointed to where you want it to go, you can slam the throttle, carry a lot of exit speed, all the way on the curb here. That speed will carry you all the way to turn 1 at the end of the lap. So that's the lap around Zandvoort. Yeah, and I think a really cool combo. Something else to drive. Next week I saw as well, they will have 1 hour for the sports car and the next hour BTCC. So we can do this back to back now, which is going to be awesome to have something else to do back to back than just the Alpines, which I didn't really get into. If you want to see more videos like this, we're also going to upload one for the sports car race. That will be at Interlagos. We'll do that in the Porsche. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, and also let me know what car you would like to see for next week's LFM. So not just what series, but also what car we can drive, a front-wheel drive car. Maybe you want to see another car in the sports car series. And let me know what else we can do better in these videos. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for support on the other video as well. We'll keep them coming and see you in the next one.